The ramen there, woo, nothing like compared to like everywhere else. Ramen was no good. When I went to Japan and actually had ramen there, I was like, this is how it's supposed to be.
East Asia Super League, the emerging basketball champions league for Asia, now brings you Ballerific, a new show featuring the best professional ballers from around the region, up close and personal.
Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to another episode of Ballerific, featuring pro hoop stars from across East Asia. Thank you for joining us as we get up close and personal with some of the region's top ballers. Ballerific is brought to you by East Asia Super League, the premier pro basketball competition this side of the Pacific. My name is Alex. I'm joined by my homegirl, Shoji. I'm very happy to introduce our first guest tonight. Number 44, retired by St. Bonnie's, 19th overall pick in the 2012 NBA draft. Past 3 seasons has been dominating the CBA and spent this past season with the Guangzhou Long Lions. Everybody, please welcome Andrew Nicholson.
Woo! Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
And joining Andrew tonight is one of the most popular stars in Japan. Basketball runs in his family, as his brother also plays pro. He's 2 times league champion in Japan and one of the premier passes in the B.League. Let's welcome Narito Namizato! Woo!
Andrew, I wanted to talk to you about your journey and what it was like being a 2-star recruit in high school to getting drafted by the Orlando Magic and playing alongside the likes of Tobias Harris and Aaron Gordon. Could you talk a little bit about what that journey was like?
Originally, my goal was to go to be a doctor. So I took a lot of science classes and stuff. And what had really drove me to go to St. Bonaventure was the fact that they had built a new science building. So I started working on my game. And the coaches came up, they watched me in practice, and they're like, hey, we'd like to have you on our team. We see you have potential. Fast forward, going up to college, I had more time to focus on my studies, and there was no distractions in the town that I was in. Every summer session, I didn't come home. I stayed back there, and I literally shot thousands of jump hooks. That's why that's my signature thing. Just thousands and thousands, and I do 2 hours of school a day. And my sophomore year, my coach sat me down and he's like, hey, you have an opportunity to be a pro. I started getting the accolades as a freshman. My second year, I was like, hey, this basketball thing can actually, propel me in life. Let me try and focus and go more towards basketball, which my studies will always be there. So I switched from chemistry and I went to physics. Fast forward, it's my senior year. A lot of scouts were, really intrigued with my low post game, my jump hook and stuff. So they're like, hey, we want to work you out. Orlando was one of my best workouts. I'm glad I did the route that I did by staying all 4 years because I also got a degree out of that too. So not only did I get drafted in 2012, I actually graduated, which is one of the biggest accomplishments that I could say I had in life. From then I just continued my career, 5 years in the NBA, and then the ball took me over to China. So I did 3 years there, and I'm still doing it there, and I'm just loving it. Wherever the ball takes me, I make the best out of the situation.
Narito, you've also been really open about your NBA aspirations. So what drove you to pursue that goal, and is there anyone who inspired you?
やっぱアレン・アイバーソンですね、僕は。はい。小さいながらプレーできてるっていうのはすごい小さい僕にしては刺激になりました。
NBA を追うその力の源っていうのは何ですか？
やっぱり舞台に立ちたいという思いが、それが一つですね。はい。
留学中の経験の話を聞きたいんですけれども。コネチカットのサウスケントの経験が今のバスケ人生とかあと人間としてどういうふうに生き方に影響を与えましたか？
そうですね。やっぱり言葉の違いだったり、やっぱコミュニケーションの取り方の違いだったり、でそうですね。文化の違いっていうのをすごくそういう文化もあるんだなっていうのがすごいいっぱい知れたのは。すごく大きいなと思います。
バスケの人生としてはどうですかね。すごい大きな影響を与えた部分ってありますか？
チームメイトにアイゼア・トーマスだったり、 ディアン・ウェイターズもいたので、今 NBA にいる。まあ彼らと一緒に間近でやれたことはすごい、僕にとってもすごいいい刺激になりました。
Are you both prepared for the basketball weave challenge? So let's start with that.
Yeah, no problem. Let me grab my
じゃあ
ball.
ちょっとまずウィーブチャレンジからお願いしたいと思います。Okay?
There you go.
Oh, this was the ball I had for my rookie All-Star game in the NBA. It was the Rising Stars Challenge. Something I keep, so this is like special.
This is going to be 30 seconds. The record holder right now is actually Lee Kwon-hee from South Korea, and he got 33 in 30 seconds.
Oh, wow. He has to be point guard, right?
Yeah, he's a guard. He's a guard. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Go!
There you go. Pretty evenly matched.
It is. I think this is the best match we've had so far.
Halfway. Andrew's not even looking at the ball. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. What'd you guys get?
That's 31.
31.
Yeah.
32.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Close match.
We'll go back to the tape to confirm this.
One for Namizato. Yeah.
That's good though.
For Andrew, I wanted to ask you if you've heard about the East Asia Super League moving to a league format that will be launched next season. We're talking about a 6-month-long format with top teams from each region: Greater China, Japan, South Korea, the Philippines, kind of like a Euro League in Asia. What do you think about this, and what do you think about how it can raise the level of basketball in the region?
That's pretty cool. I mean, I'd definitely be more competition, right? Because I mean,
Right.
You're from different regions, different countries. There's also that sense of pride, right? So it's kind of like FIBA, where you play for your national team, and you play against another team from a different country, and represent your area the best of your abilities. But wow, I think that's pretty cool. That'll be interesting to see.
EASL といえばトリフィック12で前回2018年に、優勝してますけれども、そのことについて伺いたいんですけれども、トリフィック12で得たチャンピオンとしての実力がチームに与えたベネフィットなどについてお聞かせください。
まあそうですね、僕にとってはチームで国際試合に出るのは本当に久しぶりなことだったので、すごいいろんな選手がいて、いろんな素晴らしい選手がいて刺激になったのもそうですし、その中でやっぱりいろんな選手とマッチアップできて、勝てたっていうことはすごい、自信にもなりましたし、今僕らがどの位置にいるかっていうのも分かるようになったので、本当にいい機会だったなと思っています。
Yeah, you could potentially be traveling to Japan.
Listen, I love Japan. I went last February, Tokyo. Oh my gosh. I think our favorite part was like Harajuku. We went that area because all the food is there too. My gosh, I was there for 4 days. I didn't want to leave. I almost did. The ramen there. Woo! Nothing like compared to like everywhere else. The ramen was no good. When I went to Japan and actually had ramen there, I was like, this is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, we have it here.
We can't even have it here anymore. That's how good it was.
You think ramen better than sushi?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah?
100%.
Now we're going to go on to rapid fire questions. So rapid fire is you each have 5 questions. The goal is to answer as quickly as possible. So Andrew, I think we'll start with you if that's okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Who's the tougher matchup for you in the CBA, E or Change?
Change.
Better CBA foreign import MVP, Jimmer Fredette or Darius Adams?
Ooh, Darius.
Chinese food or Japanese food?
Japanese, 100%.
Toughest stadium to play at on the road, Beijing or Liaoning?
Man, Beijing for obvious reasons.
Who has the better handles, Ray Chun or Zhao Rei from Guangdong?
Oh, all right.
That was real fast. I think you did that in under 30 seconds. Let's move on to Narito.
So, ラピッドファイヤークエスチョンの始まりです。どっちの方がおしゃべり、岸本隆一か自分。
リーチ。
どちらの方がおしゃれ、富樫勇樹または自分。
これ。
B リーグの MVP は田中大輝、富樫勇樹。
今シーズンは田中大輝。
NBA の MVP はマイケル・ジョーダン、アラン・アイバーソン。
MJ ですね。
次のシーズンの目標を一言で。
優勝。はい。
Is there ever a moment where you stop and think like, damn, I could have been an esports player? Or do you ever have, a desire to change careers? Or maybe when basketball's over, are you gonna pursue like, professional esports or acting career? Or
for me, I love video games, but I don't really play sports games because I remember one time I had I got 2K12 the first year I was in it, and I played as myself. And this is the first time I'm actually playing 2K. I didn't really know the buttons, so I give myself the ball every time I'm shooting and I'm missing. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I was like, I am not playing this game ever again. They are making me look bad. After that, I don't really play sports games. So for me, I'm more of like a Warzone guy. So I've done a couple tournaments actually in the past month. We're getting there, but Warzone is mostly what I do. But I mean, the TikToks I did was mostly during quarantine, when you're bored and then you have nothing really else to do. So we got a little creative. It's good to know that people appreciate that the funny side of me per se.
ナルトさんはバスケのゲームとか、あとはTikTok とかやったりしますか
？Don't play
Don't. It's very addicting. Once you start, you're never going to want to stop.
すごいいつもユニークでおしゃれなスタイルを保ってる成里選手ですけれども、絵も好きだし、バスケ以外でやってみたいこと、また今後チャレンジしてみたいことなどありますか？
そうですね。バスケットを子供たちに教えたいというのもありますし、ファッションとしてもできたらなとは思ってます。はい。
Alright, we'll watch out for the Namizato brand coming out.
ね、ナミザトブランド楽しみにしてます。
Make sure you have some for tall people too, because it's hard for me to
Swinging it back over to Andrew, we know you keep your family and loved ones close. Your fiance Holly travels frequently to China to visit. Is it ever difficult to balance everything with also this overseas life? And if so, how do you?
I mean, for me, I've had great time management skills. Especially during college, I did basketball and I had to do physics. So being able to balance that enabled me to balance stuff in everyday life. Going overseas my first time 3 years ago, I realized that I have a lot more time than I did at home. So I could either just sit down and pout and be like everything's different, or I can embrace everything that's over there. So what I did, I embraced the culture. I embraced just being by myself. And then when she would come, we would just explore China. So every time we're in a different city, we just go out and we just explore. Being able to touch those spots, just helped me see the world from a different point of view.
As for you, Narito, how do you balance being a professional basketball player and pursuing your hoop dreams while raising your son as a single father?
そうですね。息子を一日学校に送って、でその間に仕事してバスケしてで迎えに行ってでご飯とかお風呂やってみたいなもう一日中本当にバタバタしてますいつも。でもすごい本当に限られた時間なのですごい楽しいですし、子供の成長を見れるっていうのはすごい僕にとっても嬉しいです。はい。前ミニミーみたいな感じなのでそうですね。バスケも充実して毎日今でも勉強してしっかり学んでるところです。
That's super dad right there. I really commend you for that. That's really impressive. It's good that your son has a good role model to look up to. That's good.
Well, let's move on to final challenge, which is the language challenge. We wanted in this segment for you two to teach each other some trash talk, some just like very simple trash talk. You could teach Andrew some simple trash talk in Japanese. Andrew, you can teach Narito some simple trash talk in Chinese or English if you wanted to do Chinese.
Laji means trash. So if someone you're playing against you and they suck and they want to talk trash, you just say Laji. Yeah, you have Laji, then you have Sabi. Sabi, basically you're an idiot.
Yeah, right.
なみださん、日本語でトラッシュトークをお願いします。
I know Japanese. I know what baka means, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
I know what that means. Yeah, I've heard that a couple times from my friend who used to play over there. So they always used to call him that.
I usually trash talk in English, so I don't say Japanese. Just like he said, like you trash. You got me. Kuzu. Trash. Kuzu.
There you go. Well, now you know how to use it in Japan, Andrew. When you go
there. I know.
Thanks everyone for your time. Narito, Andrew, you guys are stars. Thank you, everyone.
All right.
Thank you. Awesome. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.